look at people and I wonder all day, who are you when you are not the one in your way? And then I think about myself and I stayed.
We get to start?
Oh, I don't know. I was dealing with the fact that we have fake live streamer links. Yeah.
What? Oh, bots in the chat?
Yeah. Not in the chat, and actually our Dawn page. It's fake links that takes you to another page that wants you to pay for it. So.
We'll try
Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me?
push that red fader out. The red one. No, the one with the red tape. Yeah, push that up. Not track.
Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, guys, gals, and non binary pals. Thank you for sticking with us here. We are in game 2 of Dawn of the Derby. We are going to see the host of Dawn of the Derby, Pittsburgh Roller Derby, wearing the black with the red splatters, taking on the Carolina Wrecking Balls wearing white. My partner in crime here today is Discussions.
Hi, everybody.
Who do we have skating for the Wrecking Balls?
All right, skating in white. They're hot, they're wet, they're covered in sweat. It's the Carolina Wrecking Balls. Number 01, Jason Smackhouse. Number 02, Toto. Number 10, Blake Harkley. Number 11, Numchuck. Number 112, Yeti. Number 129, Rock Solid. Number 13, Brick House. Number 1633, T-Puff. Number 18, Juby. Number 29, Naughty or Nicely. Number 33, Shut Ya Mouth. Number 35, Old Dirty Packer. Number 350, Rocky Rampage. Number 667, Billy Goat. And number 87, Black and Wild.
Alrighty, and we are about to get underway here. Just real quick, we've got number 05, Hurricane Heather, number 100, Dragon Body, number 12, Zora, number 17, Tot, number 172, Jackson, number 185, Slingin' Grits, number 277, Bugsy, number 30, Ohm Wrecker, number 47, Mike Honcho, number 5, Nemesis, number 66, Hebrew, number 68, KY Jelly, number 814, Groll, number 9, Pitbull Dozer, and number 96, Shaggy.
All right, and peeking heading into this for those that's just joining the the strongest opponent on in the arena today here at the Kirk Nevin Arena has been that 11th skater out there, the track itself.
The track, and its nemesis, the tape. The track refuses to accept the tape as its own.
Yeah, the relationship between the track and the tape has officially been marked as it's complicated. Uh, Luckily, though, out here at the Dawn of the Derby, our Dawn of the Derby track crew are doing a fantastic job trying to play couples counseling between the two and absolutely attacking it with brute force. I think that stock insure tape, though, is going to go up over the weekend.
I'm wondering, could we assign penalties to the track and or the tape? I feel like there's an insubordination or maybe a misconduct penalty that I feel like it's the insubordination against the tape and a misconduct by the track.
Yeah, the tape and track are likely going in front of the grievance board by the end of this tournament.
So, hey, while we have our folks out there doing some track maintenance, if you are in the building today and you are skating and you need skate maintenance, our friends from Rage Parade are here today. They can help you tune up your gear, your current skating gear, or if you happen to be in need of gear, you can purchase some new knee pads, elbow pads, wheels. And hey, where can we get a new sweet custom mouth guard?
Well, right next to Rage Parade is Guard and Go Mouth Guards, and they're conducting custom mouth guard fittings all weekend here at Dawn of the Derby. Unlike the hard rigid material of Sisu, Guard and Go mouth guards are handcrafted to the oral structure of each player by trained dental professionals, using a softer material that's gentle on the inside of the athlete's mouths. They're also fully customizable, so Derby players can add their names and team logos for added team spirit. Although their everyday price is $79.99, their event special here at Dawn of the Derby has customizable options starting at $59.99. Also, the tournament MVP is going to receive a free custom fitted mouth guard courtesy of Guard and Go Mouth Guards.
That's awesome. And I don't know, I'm not a skater, but I am vying for the overall MVP award. I did say that if you see Pinky at Rage Parade and maybe Guardian Go mouth guards buying gear, I might be just gonna commandeer someone's pack to try to earn my MVP status.
You know, I heard just for announcers, Pinky, that they are awarding MVP based off of best dance moves. I believe Nitro
Oh
is
no,
up.
no, I will get out in the middle and I will bust out the Running Man. Oh no, no, no. I've done it in the middle of a casino. I will do it at Kirk Nevin Arena.
All right, and we have a rolling whistle. It looks like our fantastic track crew has uh, fixed up the track, and we're going to see some derby action coming right at you.
Alrighty, and it looks like we're starting with number 11, Numchuck for the balls up against number 96, Shaggy. And I think that's Numchuck sneaking through on that inside line, picks up lead. Ooh, Chuck with a nice little dodge around Hurricane Heather and Grohl picks up 4 points, calls it off right before Shaggy approaches the pack.
Yeah, I do see some lighter footsteps than normal. I think our skaters may be avoiding the track lines because they just want to go, 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 and they don't want to go down from the track itself. We're going to head into jam number 2. We have Zora up against Black and Wild. And both jammers find some blackers. Black and Wild heads up the outside and gets knocked out quickly by the Undead, but then recycles through, tries the inside, jukes through the middle, and finds lead out in front of the pack. Zora still caught on her initial. Black and Wild is now on their first scoring trip.
Oh, nice work there by Dragon Body. Taps Black and Wild to the outfield, resets, recycles, jukes up on those toe stops, and is able to break free of the pack. 4 points.
How about it for the Balls defense, though, holding Zora back? That is just allowing Black and Wild to absolutely dominate and put points up on the board. Second scoring trip that he is in for right now, pushing through to the end, but Undead, not to be underestimated, is recycling Black and Wild back along with Zora. Dual recycling is giving us some counterclockwise or some counter derby direction movement.
We're just going all the way around. Ooh, this defense, KY, Dragon, and Jackson, focusing on that inside line and shutting down Black and Wild is what Zora needed to break out of that pack. That's actually Zora's initial pass. Black and Wild seeing Zora coming up hot, ready to get into scoring position, calls it off. Zora able to pick up 1 point, while Black and Wild gets another scoring pass. I think that was 3 on that second scoring pass, so 7 total.
Yep,
Carla-
7-1 jam for the Balls takes them up to 11. Pittsburgh able to put a single lonely point on the board.
And the whistle starts. We've got number 277 Bugsy up against number 112 Yeti, both former junior players. So this is the youngsters out on the track battling out. And your lead jammer is number 112 Yeti.
Yeah, Pittsburgh started with a blocker down that was taught in the box for a forearm penalty. Now they also have Grohl in the box. So they are 2 blockers down. And that is showing through with Yeti able to pass their initial trip for 4 points and coming around for a second.
Oh, big hit. I believe that was Shut Your Mouth sending Honcho flying. Definitely, if you're going to target somebody in the pack, target Honcho because Honcho is your utility player. Quick on offense, quick on defense.
Up on the line, we have a clear penalty box and Nunchuck and who is that for?
That's Ohm Wrecker.
Ohm Wrecker. Omi.
Omi. Such focus here on the line.
Ooh, Ohm Wrecker almost making it through on the out, getting recycled by Brickhouse. Nunchuck, though, able to pass on the inside, grab lead status, and is going to come around for a scoring pass. But Omi has made it out as well. This is going to put pressure on Nunchuck to call the jam. Oh, Nunchuck to his feet as he blasted through the pack and calls the jam. Was he able to pick up all those points? That looks like
Looks like yes. I'm seeing 4.
that takes the Carolina Wrecking Balls up to 22. Pittsburgh still sitting at 1.
I just want to call out some amazing blocking there by number 29. Nicely, completely cleared that middle of the pack for Chuck to get through. Black and Wild taking the star again, while Shaggy pushing that pack forward. Pack trying to bridge to stay in play.
Yeah, that was an awesome move there by Black and Wild, absolutely hopping over the outside line, hopping over the Pittsburgh defense, and able to push through. That got him lead.
Carolina definitely in control, having lead every jam so far.
And that was a spin move up on his toe stops there while he was calling.
Yeah, Black and Wild again doing that quick little hit it and quit it. Gets 4, calls it off. I don't know. I think the real MVPs this tournament are going to be our track maintenance folks.
I think I think so. That was pretty impressive. They absolutely swarmed the track between jams, and they're keeping play going. What amazing work from the Dawn of the Derby track crew.
And Busta and Embolism getting that taken care of so we could get this jam started. Number 12, Zora wearing the star for the Undead, while Yeti donning the star for
Oh,
Wrecking Balls. Oh no!
oh, Zora, a great like outside dodge there around Brick House. Looked like she was going to grab lead, but picks up a forearm penalty and heads to the box.
Oh, but also looks like being brought back to the track. So
Now, I am going to assume then that we missed Yeti going to the box because Yeti is out in front but doesn't have lead, so that must have been a quick little jammer dosey do.
yeah, it does. It looks like both Yeti and Zora picked up a forearm.
Lots of hands out there trying to stay balanced so they don't hit the inside or outside track lines. I understand the pain. So we're gonna have a full 2-minute jam. Big hit there from Juby out on Zora, pushing her to the inside and recycling. Yeti's through for 4, and on his second scoring trip, he got a little bit of a star mishandle there, but the star pass is completed, and that's going to be Grohl firing out towards the front, but meets a wall in the form of Shut Your Mouth. Shut Your Mouth not wanting Grohl to pass. And that's enough time for another completed trip by Yeti. Yeti's 3 trips through, up to 12. Grohl now coming around for her first scoring trip. Needs to put points up on the board to contest Yeti. Oh, knocked out there by Brick House as the whistle is called. Able to grab, looks like 2 points there on that one scoring trip. 12 points scored by the Wrecking Balls. That takes him up to 38.
Official review, Carolina Wrecking Balls.
In case any of you didn't hear that, that was an official review. About got knocked out of my seat there. Wrecking Balls, I don't know what they could be reviewing. It might be something related to the Star Pass. We did see a bit of a jimble jumble right there in the middle.
Carolina. Carolina. Come on. Is this working? Hello? It's not working. It's not working. Hello? Can you?
Such effort by our track maintenance crew.
They're the real MVP.
I mean, absolutely.
It does
you-
look like they've changed
A cut call on the
strategy multiple
non-initiator
tape,
in the previous jam. It is under review.
detailed instructions. Looks like they're trying to heat it up a bit, get it to stick more. This is advanced level tournament tape play here at Dawn of the Derby. Officials taking more time than most with this review. I see lots of pointing going on towards turn 4 there, which is good to see what this is all about. Ooh, even with a chamois cloth on the track. I mean, this is like exquisite. This is luxury tape action. Can we get we could do some tape ASMR. We could do
I mean, we do have the tape here. We could make the sound of the ripping of the tape slowly.
I'm impressed. This is
Oh, I'm gonna hurt myself. I feel like
sounded more like static. You got to do lots of tapping, and yep, there you go.
Yeah, you don't get tapping on tape though. You need like
Now, such quality tape work we haven't seen since the UPS finals in 1993.
Review, the no call will stand. The cut will not be called. They do not retain the review. Hello? There we go. After review, the no call will stand. Carolina does not retain the review for the rest of the period.
All right, so whatever they did review, we will see that they did not retain here in the first half, and that is 20 more minutes left in the first half that where you're not going to get to take an opportunity to review here. They'll, of course, reset in the second half, which at this rate could be any duration from now, honestly.
oh, but we only have the rink rental for so long.
See you Wednesday, folks.
Good thing I took off Monday as well. So when we get this action back on, we're going to see number 277 Bugsy taking on number 11 Numchuck. Well, this is a low start there. Old Dirty Packer and Pit Bulldozer seeing who can get as low as possible.
Head rep GN is calling an OTO here in the middle, having some discussions with the pack. This actually doesn't look to be track related. This looks to be like something happening between the penalty box and the track, perhaps.
Special timeout was to discuss and clarify penalties. No penalties were called.
All right, Nunchuck and Bugsy back on the track. Bugsy out at the front and able to pass for lead. Big shoulder action there at the front, able to push through the pack. Nunchuck, though, has cleared their initial as well as going to contest Bugsy.
And this is the first lead. Oh, and big booty block there by Mouth.
Yeah, Bugsy practically planked on Show You Mouth's back. That was impressive.
Looks like 1 point there for Bugsy, while Wrecking Ball's held to 0.
Yeah, Show You Mouth shut that down like I have never seen before. That was quite impressive.
And it's one of those like silent but deadly blocks. Like it's not coming with huge momentum. It's just all booty all day. And we have Omewrecker out with Lee Jam for the Undead.
Oh,
It's
this is what you folks come for. The butt blocks that are silent but deadly. Just incredible gameplay throughout the whole weekend. This time it's Black and Wild able to make it back to the pack, pick up a point before the Undead could call it. Oh, this is going to be fun. Do we have a what's that? Yeah, that's full. Do you guys have a screen grab up on the iPad? Oh, on the phone. Okay, on my phone. On that.
It's time sensitive. Alrighty, and we are back in action. Shaggy just on those toe shops and pushing through this wall, hoping to find any small crack in the wall to break it open.
You need to stop making booty jokes.
But old Dirty Packer drags Shaggy back, loses a bit of track position, has to start back at the jam line, while Chuck now, the reverse, is at the front of the pack pushing the Undead wall.
It's going to be Shaggy that peels out of the pack, grabs lead. Yeti, star cover off the helmet, trying to push through their initial. Shaggy's now on a scoring trip, picking up points. Yeti getting recycled again. Yeti finally able to make it through with the star stash. Shaggy getting recycled against the inside, says that's enough, and calls off the jam before Yeti can make it back. Still able to pick up 3 points at pack, taking them up to 9 to Carolina's 39. Big defensive game here, Pinky, where we're seeing both team sets of blockers preventing the score. Only a 30-point differential hitting the jam number 10. That's still plenty low and still a very close game, but that tells me that the defense out there is working hard. Zora Numchuck this time out on the track. It's Zora that pushes forward and along the outside line tries to break through. Carolina does a good job of rotating and keeping her at bay. And Numchuck picks up a penalty and is going to head to the pack. Zora is going to be on a power jam here. And Zora able to find a line down lane 2, grabs lead jammer, and is out.
Yeah, the Undead feeling some heat, has some flames underneath them. This is the 4th jam in a row with lead jammer. They're turning the tides here.
This is what they need to see, but Zora's going to have to take full advantage of this power jam and try to reclaim some of the differential. So far, second scoring trip, she's doing a good job. Numchuck's coming back onto the track, but is still on his initial trip.
Zora stuck behind number 10, Blake. Chuck able to complete the initial pass while Zora trying to find a way through this wall, sees Chuck coming up hot, taps those hips, calls it off. Looks like that's 3 points on that last pass for 7 total for Zora and the Undead.
Yeah, Nemesis doing a good job there trying to prevent the pass on Chuck, but Chuck seemed to pull a matrix through the air on the side line and sort of rotate around and over the hips. And that was good enough to stay in and clear the initial.
I'm getting complaints that it does not sound fine.
On the line, T-Puff and
That's
Bugsy.
number is 277, Bugsy.
I believe this is T-Puff's first time jamming this game, and therefore this tournament.
Yeah, I'm surprised. T-Pop is usually pretty regular in the rotation, but this is a long weekend, so we'll reserve some of those jammers for games later in the day and tomorrow.
Yeah, it seems like Carolina's been a little bit comfortable out there on the track, so they may be reserving in general. Keep in mind, these games have been going fairly longer because of the game stoppages throughout the first game. They may be strategically trying to save the gas. But T-Puff, as you mentioned, being a fairly regular jammer for the balls, has cleared the pack and is lead jammer.
Oh, as Bugsy gets 1 foot around, shut your mouth, completes that initial pass.
What great skating. Oh, no. Oh, it's the great dodge work there from T-Puff, able to skirt around the outside, but it was actually I believe that was Jackson there, slid in from the outside, took a separate hit, and actually blocked T Puff from completing the trip and forced the call as Pittsburgh came back around and was ready to score. 4-point jam there for the Wrecking Balls.
Yeah, and unfortunately, even though it was, you know, the track versus Jackson, Jackson slid into T Puff, so that was a low block call, and Jackson being sent to the penalty box.
Good eyes on that. I didn't see that whistle come out, but I was wondering the same thing myself.
I just saw Ruins, you know, assessing the penalty, holding the points, and then going over to Jackson.
Oh man. All right. Black and Wild back on the tracks. First scoring trip. Big apex jump there. Meets the Pittsburgh defense and absolutely hits a brick wall and falls to the ground. Able to complete the pass though. Recycles, picks up the 4 points and calls it before Pittsburgh made it back. This is getting physical.
And it's only game number 2. We have many, many games to go today.
Yeah, and not even noon. Oh, I take that back. 8 minutes past noon.
Ooh, nice defensive work there by Shaggy off the line. Shoves Numchuck, but Numchuck able to shake it off, breaks free of the pack first, is your lead jammer. Lots of bodies going down in the pack. Chuck takes advantage, gets first 4 points in this jam. Oh, Shaggy being tapped by number 01, Jason Smackhouse. Fortunately, Smackhouse was out of play, so that allows Shaggy to come back inbounds. Completes the initial pass. While Chuck picks up a couple more points there, 6 total, and calls it off.
Pittsburgh calling a team timeout. Yeah, Blake Harkley, or sorry, Jason Smackhouse doing.
Timeout, Pittsburgh Undead.
But honestly, all of the Wrecking Balls defense there making every pass for Pittsburgh a difficult one out on the track. Just booties flying everywhere, Pinky. So many booties to
Booty,
dodge.
booty, booty, rucking everywhere.
No, I think you just missed the perfect opportunity of booty, 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 blocking everywhere,
I
blocking
did.
everywhere,
I did.
blocking everywhere.
Oh, my pun game is low at the moment. I need a pun infusion.
Get shocked by the pun gun. Pittsburgh is going to take this opportunity to regroup. Currently looking at a 34-point differential. Math is hard. 53-16. Carolina's leading. Still 12 minutes remaining in the first half as we head into jam number 14. Looks like Pittsburgh's going to field Zora up against Yeti. We've seen this matchup a few times before today.
Carolina starting at that pivot line. KY Jelly creating that bridge, trying to collapse that wall inside to allow Zora through. Strategy working slightly.
I tell you what, Todd Jackson and Dragon Body as a tripod are absolutely holding Yeti at bay, but unfortunately, it looks like Tot's picking up a penalty, and that has allowed Yeti to clear and grab lead for the Wrecking Balls.
KY was offering some stellar defense or offense there at the front of the pack, but fortunately, Zora gets caught up, cycled back in, completes that initial pass. Yeti sees it and calls off the jam.
Yeah, Zora picking up an illegal contact penalty there while holding off Yeti. It's worth the effort, though. That was some great blocking there from Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's going to start a blocker down in the form of Tots as they head into jam number 15. We've got Black and Wild and Bugsy on the line.
Ooh, big hit by Lemon. Stops Black and Wild off the track. Black and Wild comes right back and Lemon sweeps Black and Wild right back off the track.
Yeah,
Has to reset, but is fancy on those toe stops, gets around and picks up lead.
Black and Wild taking an additional hit there from the infamous track skater as he re-entered, but is around on his first scoring trip. Oh my goodness, big jump there over, I think that was Slinging Grits there that Black and Wild hurdled.
Bugsy with the Star Stasher Rooney completes that initial pass. Wild sees Bugsy getting into scoring position and is going to shut down that opportunity, calls off the jam.
Pittsburgh looks like they're trying to regroup, try their challenge. Oh. And now it's going to be Pittsburgh throwing up the official review symbol, headed to the center of the track. Talk about
Official review, Pittsburgh Undead.
like what's happening.
Tournament head referee / alt ref 0. Our roving Mike gets out there for us and listens in as to what this official review is about, and then we'll come back with the details.
Alt Ref 0 is the keystroke you press in Whip It, the game, to be able to go into big head mode.
You know, recently at the Steel City Con, Juliette Lewis was one of the celebrity guests, and I was gonna dig out my Whip It wristbands and take it and hand them over to her and be like, "Here, you keep this now."
Pittsburgh Undead would like a forearm to be called on the white jammer in the previous jam. The call is under review.
All right, so Pittsburgh saying Black and Wild got a little too wild there out on the track. We have seen a lot of forearms called. Again, I throw that up to trying to maintain balance more than anything. How about a shout out to the Pittsburgh Undead stream team, bringing you this great derby action all weekends. I mean, they were here last year when we were at the derby as well, Pinky, and things have.
After review, the no call will stand on the forearm call. They do not retain the review for the rest of this period.
So there you go. Thank you very much, Zero. They're not going to retain, but yeah, the stream team. I feel like I'm next to like a U.S. Air Force drone center on my right, and the command operations center for NASA on the left. There's cameras scattered throughout the arena.
So next year we'll have the production bus outside.
Yeah,
So
full truck.
our producers will be caught, like, I'm going to ask for the bus to give me tidbits of information.
Yeah, we're going to be able to call back to New York to review calls. Jam 16 starts with Shaggy and Nunchuck out on the track. Both of them hit an amoeba of blockers right at the jammer line. It's going to be Chuck, though, trying to push through and cycle the inside. Pittsburgh's doing a good job of holding that line.
Oh, and old Dirty Packer being sent to the penalty box.
ODP's got to watch that line. Looks like, I thought it was a cut track, but that looks like they threw up a multiplayer on him.
But these packs currently are solid AF. Numchuck being trapped in between Dozer and Lemon is able to split the difference, get through the middle, picks up lead.
Shaggy with a bit of a star stash clears his initial and is going to come back around. Chuck sees that though and calls off the jam after picking up some points. 4 points, in fact, taking them up to what? Thank you.
That takes them up to 69.
That's
69 and feeling fine.
I don't get it.
Did you play bingo?
No,
B69 or N69 feeling fine. I don't know. It's a bingo thing.
I'm joking. Oh, 69. Oh, 69 y nuevo. T-Puff and Zora are with us here in Jam 17. Yes, those of us who have previously worked on cruise ships for a living have sat through a number of bingo sessions. Both jammers, again, solid blocking work out of both teams. Not a lot of movement from the jammers, but T-Puff able to push through and do a little bit of a juke and a fake and head towards the inside, pick up lead. Zora, though, getting recycled there.
Oh, Zora deciding to play a little jammer on jammer action. Defense slowing up T-Puff. Oh, big hit of T-Puff on KY Jelly, but gets met by Hurricane Heather. Hurricane Heather, one last attempt. T-Puff able to get around the leg of Hurricane Heather, 4 points. Looks like we maybe had an attempt at a star pass, was not able to be completed when T-Puff called off that jam.
Yeah, a bit of a helmet cover mishap there by KY Jelly. Trying to get the star on, couldn't get it with the cover. Pivot cover went to the sideline. Star tried to go on. T-Puff exercised KY a little bit, let him struggle, and then called off the jam before he made it back.
Black and Wild versus Bugsy. Oh, Bugsy just stepping around Brickhouse as Brickhouse is down, but Bugsy being called on a penalty. So this is a power jam for the Carolina Wrecking Balls.
Yeah, Brickhouse very clearly was asking for that penalty. He was like, "Did you guys not see what happened just there?"
Well, last attempt there by Nemesis.
Brickhouse, or sorry, Black and Wild up on his toe stops there on the outside line, just staying in. Great work there.
I feel like Black and Wild is elastic. He just, just stretches away from danger and snaps back in on the track in front of the pack where he needs to be for those additional 4 points.
Yeah, he's got WWE rink ropes on the each side of the track that only he has for some reason, and just bounces off the edge in the air. I don't know how it works, but it is magical to watch.
Black and Wild on, I believe that was a third scoring pass, 4 more points, and calls it off. 12 points total. I think this is our second biggest jam. We had 12 points here and then 12 points by Yeti in jam number 6.
Yeah, even there on the inside line, look, it was like Black and Wild took a curved path around the blockers in front of him to clear and call it. Jam number 19 with Yeti and Ohm record. Oh man,
Ooh, big hit.
Looks
It was
like,
so big we had to say it in unison.
yeah, just show your mouth, throwing Ohm record to the inside. And did he? What did he? And Ohm record headed to the
no.
box.
And so is Yeti.
Oh, it's a jammer do-si-do here.
Yeah, so we have a back block by Omi and Yeti. Looks like that was a cut track. So Yeti going to the penalty box frees Omi. Omi completes his initial pass. However, since we had both jammers in the penalty box, this will go for the full expiration of the jam clock.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of jams today in this game with a lead lost. And what we saw last time was Pittsburgh was able to regain some of the differential in that, and it looks like Home Record is on their way to do the same thing right now. Oh,
But that was legal blocking there. You can make contact with that flank of the back.
oh my gosh. Big hits out there from both sides of the track.
And hey, we have had a star pass. Yeti handed that over to Shut Your Mouth.
Homewrecker, 2 trips up on Shayamouth, though. Just a bit of time remaining here in this jam. It is going to come to the clock.
Yeah, if Omi can pick up these last 4 points, he will double the Pittsburgh score from where they started in this jam. Just waiting for those fingers in the air. I'm seeing 3 from Jam Rev Ruins. So 15 points total in that jam. Big jump in score for the Pittsburgh Roller Derby Undead. 31 to Carolina Wrecking Balls. Shut Your Mouth able to pick up 7 points, sitting still in the lead at 96.
Shaggy and Numchuck are going to start us out in jam number 20. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the half.
Ooh, this is a fast moving pack. And Chuck takes advantage of the fast moving pack, is your lead for the balls.
Yeah, the balls versus the dead here have been super defense heavy. So we've seen a lot of physical action, but not a lot of fast movement. So heading into the second half, the teams may want to pay attention to that and try to pick up the speed to take advantage. Looks like Numchuck is trying to do that this time, and rather than push through, dash and weave through the undead.
Shaggy completing that initial pass there, while Numchuck listening to his bench to call off the jam as Shaggy's quick. Shaggy was back around and ready to score. Numchuck willing to just sacrifice 3 points before calling it off.
Yeah, Wrecking Ball is able to put 7 points up on the board and take themselves over the century mark. They're sitting at 103, Pittsburgh 31.
And we've got about 1 minute, 15 seconds left in this first half. Waiting with bated breath for that whistle for Zora and Zora and Black and Wild jamming.
Both jammers out. It is a race back to the pack. Black and Wild is holding lead status. The pack has picked up speed. It is the announcer's curse in full effect.
Oh, nice hit there by Nem. Black and Wild had that speed, and Nem just took it away, sent Black and Wild sailing. Lemon also catching Black and Wild on that outside, pushing him off the track and dragging him back into turn 2. The Black and Wild gets some offense from the balls. 4 points and taps those hips. Not before Zora breaks the pack, also for 4 points.
Let's see if we hear a timeout called. Nope, no timeout. So that's going to take us to the half. Carolina Wrecking Ball sit at 107, Pittsburgh 35.
Hey, and as we go into this half, be sure to head out to the front of the arena. We've got lunch ready to be served. Lunch today is deconstructed egg rolls, $4 a bowl. We've got a vegan deconstructed egg rolls, also $4 a bowl. Edamame, $2 a bowl. Vegetable fried rice, $3. Pickled vegetables, $2 per bowl, and a vegetable tray for $3 per bowl.
Magic City Misfits, captain and coach, please come to the captain's meeting.
They also picked their bench and we're gonna do work.
And we are back. Quick 5 minute intermission to try to keep us on time. Period number 2 starts off with T Puff and Zora out there on the track. T Puff out at the front, pushing through the pack. Zora at the back getting recycled. Zora picks up speed though and is pushing through. Ball's doing a good job to rotate and move her back.
Goodness gracious, that wall is just solid, still moving because you have to keep your feet moving in roller derby, but it's the illusion of movement because it's not going anywhere. But Zora able to get some momentum, gets out of the pack. It looks like there was a no pass, no penalty. So while Zora out of the pack first is not your lead jammer.
Yeah, lead's still open, and T Puff has the opportunity to grab it if he can just make it past this Pittsburgh tripod, and that is what happens. T Puff thought it was a penalty for a second. I think there didn't realize what was happening. T Puff's going to come back around. I'm not sure if T Puff knows he has lead yet or not. T Puff on a scoring trip along with Zora.
Oh, nice work there by Dozer, offering some offense there and taking out Billy Goat. Again, Dozer doing work. One-footed hip check on T-Puff. Takes T-Puff off the track. His pack's slowing up.
Yeah, Zora had a huge hit there from Blake Harkley on the wrecking balls. That's what's recycled Zora. Both jammers on their first scoring trip.
Hurricane Heather with magnets stuck to T-Puff and then gives it a hug. Oh, a hug from the Growler sisters. Like, hey, sorry, buddy. We like you, but you can't get past us. So it looks like that was a 4-4 jam.
A lot of work for not a lot of change. Shaggy and Black and Wild are going to take the line here in jam number 2. Oh, good effort there from Dragon Body getting Black and Wild on the outside. Honestly, that tripod out there at the front, able to rotate and keep Black and Wild at bay, but Black and Wild finally able to draw.
Oh.
One of those knocks out. Black and Wild did not re-enter and correctly and picked up a cut track penalty. So Black and Wild is headed to the box. Lead still open for Shaggy if he wants it.
I don't know all of you watching at home. I just cringed, and triple cringed in that series of blocking.
It was big hit, big hit, big hit, big hit, clear cut. It was like, oh,
It was like dominoes.
yeah.
It was the dominoes of hits, instigated by KY Jelly. Oh, and penalty box filling up there. Jackson sitting as well as I believe that's Toto also in the penalty box for the Wrecking Balls.
Black and Wild, though,
Oof.
on his first scoring trip, sees an outside line, absolutely dances around the pack. Shaggy taking a big hit and a little bit of a late call there. Black and Wild able to make it back to the pack and pick up another 2 points, I believe.
Yeah, 2 points there. It's like Chuck, bench coach for the Carolina Wrecking Balls, having a quick little clarification with our referees. Whistle starts, and we have a quick lead jam for number 11 Numchuck and the Carolina Wrecking Balls. Bugsy gets through, keeps that completes that initial pass, trying to speed around and just get 1 point, but Numchuck calls it off.
Homewrecker and Black and Wild are headed to the line for jam number 4.
Yeah, never mind.
Omi out there pushing the balls forward. Black and Wild up to his usual tricks of dancing around the outside line, but gets a knockout there from Pitbull Dozer and is going to get recycled. Omi pushing through the balls and has bridged them out, is down to 2. There's the no pack call, and Omi is able to pick up lead. It's going to come around for points. Black and Wild, though, threw on the outside as well after a big effort. Omi hits the pack, dances down the outside line, and calls. Omrecker is going to pick up. Is that a 3 or a 4?
I believe that's 4. Again,
the net ceiling here in in the arena is making me go cross-eyed looking at fingers up in the air. Luckily, the scoreboard is right next to me. 4 points up on the board for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's, nibbling away at that lead.
absolutely.
Still 20 minutes left in the game. Plenty of time to pick up and do something. Looks like we're going to have a team timeout for the Wrecking Balls. I think this is the first stoppage of play. We haven't seen a swarm of track crew.
Exactly.
They must have really
Exactly.
improved their strategy. It does. The track lines do look pretty good, honestly.
I just want to throw out a reminder that will the skater inquiring about their pre-sale Dawn of the Derby shirt please return to the merch table. Little love on the line. Number 12, Zora up against number 112, Yeti. Zora and Yeti doing a little dancing, little pressure there. Oh, Yeti saying, hello, Yeti can go, and pops right back up in front of Zora. Now the dance back and forth, back and forth. A nice hit by Jackson sends Yeti to the outside, frees up the inside for Zora. Zora, your lead jammer for the Undead.
Quick star pass, though, to Show Your Mouth. Is Yeti not able to clear it? Show Your Mouth's going to come and contest Zora. Oh, Zora's going to let Show Your Mouth hit the pack and come around for more points. Show Your Mouth through for a quick 4. Oh, Zora taking big hits as she hits the pack. Show Your Mouth is back. They are now trip for trip. Show Your Mouth clears in front of Zora.
Yeah, unfortunately, Zora trying to go toe to toe with Billy Goat opens up that inside lane for Show Your Mouth.
Oh, Show Your Mouth just makes it look like there was no resistance there. They Show Your Mouth.
Oh no, that's a
picks
cut
up
track.
Oh, and Zora, what a call off from Zora. So Pittsburgh's gonna have a power start here heading into jam number 6.
Oh, and wow, what a close jam. Carolina Wrecking Balls 10, Pittsburgh Roller Derby 11. A 1 point difference in that jam. Shaggy on this power jam actually gets a boost from Break a House, but that shoots him forward and out of bounds. Has to reset. Looking for some offensive help by Grandpa M. Oh, big return fire by Prick House. But Nemesis shutting down Brick House, not letting the Wrecking Balls drag Shaggy back.
Oh, oh man, big hit there from Nemesis on Show Your Mouth. Show Your Mouth, though, out of the box, able to complete an initial and pick up lead for the balls. What a return. Oh, and again, first scoring trip, 2 apex hops around the defenders, able to make it through for 4, setting up to do it again. Oh my goodness, big hits there on Mike Honcho.
Oh no, and are we seeing Show Your Mouth head to the penalty box?
On another cut, so this is going to go to time for this jam.
And, we still have like 20 and a half minutes left in this second half. Shut Your Mouth is now on penalty number 5.
Yeah, that's bad news for the balls.
Yep.
They use Show Your Mouth quite a bit, and for good reason. That's going to make them more hesitant to put Show Your Mouth out on the track.
Yeah, I mean, Show Your Mouth's a triple threat. Pivot, blocker, jammer. Definitely don't want to lose to a foul out.
I was hoping you were going to say he sings, dances, and acts. And that jam goes to time. Shaggy absolutely having a struggle with the Wrecking Balls defense. They're not able to pick up any points. Show Your Mouth in, out, and back into the box. Put 6 up on the board. Carolina Wrecking Ball sit at 131. Pittsburgh 58.
I'm hearing whistles. Timeout. Shout out to our medics. Thank you for all you do. We truly could not do this without you. Roller derby cannot take place until there is somebody from the medical staff on site. So we are ever so grateful.
Yeah, unfortunately, again for the balls, that's gonna looks like Brickhouse being subbed out in the penalty box. Brickhouse skating off under his own power, but looks like he's grasping at his side. Medics tending to him.
And again, shout out to our medics Jen, Deb, Kitten, Karen, Emily, and Anita. All right, we are about to get underway. Bugsy taking on Numchuck. Lots of jostling in this pack. Oh, inside line wide open. Numchuck sees nothing but daylight out with lead jam for the Wrecking Balls. Bugsy with youth and speed on his side. Racing back to the pack. Skates through that fourth whistle as a Numchuck calls it off. Bugsy not able to pick up any points, and I believe that's 4 I'm seeing.
Yeah, it was a great 4 and out there from Nunchuck on. The Wrecking Ball's able to just absolutely skirt through and pick up those points before Nunchuck can or before Bugsy can make it back.
Omrecker off the line. Black and Wild getting tapped immediately out of bounds, has to reset. Big hit by Jackson on Black and Wild. Omrecker breaks the pack first, but no pass, no. Oh, no, I do see. I initially saw no pass, no penalty, but now I see that L in the air, designated lead jammer for Omrecker and the Pittsburgh Roller Derby Undead. Omi getting those 4 points. Quick hit it and quit it, calls it off. And I apologize, that was actually 3 points, not 4.
Yeti and Zora lining up at the jammer line. The rest of the skaters at the pivot line.
The pinky pivot line.
Looks like they're going to rotate back and squeeze on the jam.
And break my heart. Rude.
We did have a timeout called there right before the game starting whistle started. Rolling whistle again is going to take us back into play.
The anticipation of that whistle. Zora, like pinball, bouncing off each and every one of these white Carolina jerseys. Final bounce, gets out of the pack, lead jammer. I wanted to hear the ping, 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 ping.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that was a great apex jump there from Zora, but not quite able to land in bounds. Has to recycle the way back.
Like 3 seconds.
Really?
It wasn't trying.
Keep me on the ship, didn't he? Star pass completed to Blake Harkley. Zora was a trip up on Blake, called the jam off before Blake could make it back. Quick for an out jam there for Pittsburgh, taking them up to 65.
Oh, nice work there by Pit Bulldozer. Sneaks in and breaks that wall being attempted to be created by Shayamouth and Jason Smackhouse. But Numchuck always finds a way and is your lead jammer.
Chuck will find a way. Chuck absolutely leaping and bounding through that trip. Puts 4 up and calls it again. We've seen Chuck do some really good work throughout the game of being able to just find those points and call it off as quickly as possible. Really rapid hit it and quit it in player. And that is resulting in the point differential we're seeing. Bugsy and Black and Wild lining up for jam number 11. Oh man, great work there from Jackson preventing the pass on Black and Wild. That allowed Bugsy to clear, and Bugsy's going to come around for points. Black and Wild, though, is out and is going to contest.
And this is Bugsy's first lead this half, and since jam number 7 in the first half.
4 points, though, is going to take Pittsburgh up to 69. 69.
69, feeling fine.
69.
Someone off the wall. Can you make an announcement once the about the you guys are standing?
Quick OTO. We've got our track repair crew out on the track.
Dig the get up. Dig the get up. Was it not on AAB? We did find fresh bar, right? Well, we have the entire wallet. Got the ticketing. Yes, we have it. Well, we come up with
So while we are in this timeout,
yeah.
be sure to visit our vendors. We've got Rage Parade. Rage Parade can help gear you up for roller derby if you are in need of new wheels, new elbow pads, wrist guards, knee pads, etc. And if you are an active skater today and you need skate maintenance, Rage Parade is here for all your needs.
T-Puff and Omrecker back on the track. Omrecker. Oh, nope. Sorry. Omrecker clears the pack.
Oh,
Initially signaled lead, but then picks up a cut track penalty. So Omi's going to head to the box. The question is, oh no, lead is not going to. Yeah, lead is not awarded to T-Puff because T-Puff, likely thinking Omrecker got lead, removed the helmet cover and now is ineligible for lead status. So we're going to go a full 2 minutes here in this jam.
yeah.
T-Puff, though, taking advantage of that. Go ahead.
You've got to wear that star on your head to get your points and be designated lead jammer. So unfortunate misstep there.
Yeah, I got a feel, though, for T-Puff, since there was a double whistle blow and a lead and called. I understand the confusion, but that cut came out and disqualified the lead status for Omi. T-Puff, though, making fine work of this power jam. 12 points up on the board so far. Is coming around on his 4th scoring trip. Omrecker also out. Omrecker just completing his initial.
T-Puff kind of looking and hoping and thinking and remembering, oh no, no lead. I can't do this. I have to keep going. But so far, this is a 20-point jam for Carolina. This has been our biggest jam so far this bout.
Yeah, T-Puff has made some great passes. This time, though, Mike Honcho knocking him out. Give him a high five on the way back. but Mike Honcho does not want to allow another point to happen. Meanwhile, the entire Carolina defense preventing a pass from Omrecker there. Omrecker able to pick up 3 points in that trip. T-Puff looking for that, not able to pick up any of that pass. So a 20-7 jam there for T-Puff and the Wrecking Balls.
Track maintenance happening there. Thank you, Embolism, for doing the hard work. You're doing the Derby Lord's work.
Thanks be the track crew. Our track crew, who art in Kirk Denson Arena, hallowed be thy tape. Thine adhesive will work. Thine skaters will twerk. You and I are taking the bus all the way down.
Oh boy. Woof. Friends, remember this is game 2. Only game 2. You know, we've got lots of Derby action here today. We are going to go into game 3 after this. It's going to be the Magic City Misfits versus the Chicago Bruise Brothers. Oh, big hit right off the line. Dozer sends.
I think that was Roxy Rampage.
Was it Roxy Rampage flying? But all that defense and Black and Wild is lead jammer.
Yeah, both jammers out. The pack picks up speed. Black and Wild's able to come back and make it through and call. 4 points for Black and Wild. No points there picked up by Pittsburgh. Quick 4 and out. Great work there by the Balls, able to prevent the score. You know, it looked like at that speed, the Black and Wild was going to go deep. And I had to ask myself, how deep?
Balls deep, son.
Nunchuck
You set
and
him up,
Shaggy.
I put him down.
Put those balls down. Nunchuck and Shaggy are out on the track for jam number 14. It's going to be Numchuck, though, that clears. Shaggy getting recycled again on his initial. Numchuck here for points. Just a stroll through the pack there for Nunchuck. Sees lines and is taking them. Able to dodge around Dragon Body and pick up 4. Shaggy still trying to work on his initial.
Yes, nice agile feet there by Numchuck spinning around Dragon. And oh, the penalty box filling up. We've got KY Jelly there joining, I believe, Lemon. So there's only 2 Pittsburgh Roller Derby Undead blockers on the track. You've got Dragon Body and Tot.
Yeah, that was Nunchuck's 3rd scoring trip. Still only 2 blockers opposed.
Oh, attempt at an apex jump there, but lands it out of bounds. Has to reset.
Yeah. Good butt work there from Dragon Body on the balls, able to keep him on the inside. Nunchuck, though, says, fine, I'll take the out, and clears for 4.
And the penalty box clears out both Lemon and KY. Released from the penalty box. Well, KY comes out hot, takes out Chuck, and also Shaggy. That was a 2-for-1, but it's a one you didn't want to take.
We got a show with that with that dead on dead hit there. The drama. It looks like a set scene from Romeo and Juliet. How dare you hit me out? I shall not go on.
Ooh, nice hit by Lemon. Sends Black and Wild to the infield. Ooh, Black and Wild, though, able to dance on those toe stops around Lemon and that outside lane is your lead jammer.
Yeah, if you haven't figured out by now that you need to hold the line with Black and Wild on the track, I don't know what you've been watching. Because Black and Wild will absolutely dance along that thing all the way through.
But you know what? Even if you're holding that line, Black and Wild can find even the just smallest iota, that micromillimeter. Black and Wild can find it and get in that space and get around.
Well, it's like what we said before. He's got those invisible top ropes he's dancing off of around the track. I don't know how he does it. It is air bending perhaps as he goes around the outside.
Black and Wild in control of that jam, picks up 3 points and calls it off.
T-Puff and Omrecker back on the track. Last time we saw this matchup, I believe we had a power jam situation, and T-Puff took full advantage of that, putting 20 points up on the board. Quick stoppage of play so we can tend to the track some more. Our disciples in the Church of Tape are out there spreading the good word of the stick.
Doing a little blessing
No.
over the track.
Yeah, I'm pretty
We
sure.
pray you stay.
I'm pretty sure I heard them leading the crowd in our tape is an awesome tape. We heal religious trauma through jokes here, folks. T-Puff and Omrecker are going into jam number 16. Both jammers find a big wall of blockers. Neither one has cleared their initial, and bunch of rotating. Oh, looks like Omrecker no pass, no penalty there, so is going to not have lead, and that has allowed T-Puff to come through, grab lead, and call it before either jammer makes it back. Quick 0-0 jam here for both teams, and it looks like we have Brickhouse out in the middle, throwing the O up in the air. He doesn't like something he saw, so he's gonna.
Carolina Wrecking Balls. Official review. Carolina Wrecking Balls.
As Zero said, a quick discussion with our officials. Talked about Rage Parade. We've got Garden Go mouth guards here as well. They're conducting custom mouth guard fittings all weekend. Unlike hard, rigid material of Sisu, Guard and Go mouth guards are handcrafted to the oral structure of each player by trained dental professionals, using a softer material that's gentle on the inside of the athlete's mouths.
Carolina is looking for a cut call on the Black Jammer for cutting 3 of their own teammates when they were knocked out and re-entered. The call is under review.
Very much, Zero. Garden Go mouth guards are also fully customizable, so Derby players can add their names and team logos for added team spirit. Although their average price is $79.99, their event special has customizable options starting at $59.99. If you need a mouth guard, it might be a good time to take a trip down here to Greensburg and get that special event pricing here at Dawn of the Derby. Also, our tournament MVP is going to walk away with a free custom fitted mouth guard courtesy of Garden Go mouth guards.
I saw a little Mario power jump there in the air. A yay.
After review, it was determined that the jammer did cut more than one of their own teammates. The cut call will be made, and they do retain their review for the period.
And
Power jam for Carolina Wrecking Balls.
so that's going to be Omrecker sitting in the box, and Nunchuck's going to get a power start, full 30 seconds too.
Yep.
Here on the track.
Lead Jam was able to broach the middle of the pack, which is usually the hardest way to go, but Chuck found it quite easy to get that lead jam status.
Pittsburgh bridged out on that trip there. Nunchuck having to clear each individual blocker, but does it with ease and is back on the track.
Yeah, it looks like Pittsburgh believed that there was maybe an out of bounds there, and they were dragging that back. But Chuck's feet stayed inbounds, and oh, big hit there by Mike Concho. Throws that hip into Chuck, forces Chuck to call it off, as Pittsburgh had completed a star pass.
Carolina Wrecking Balls, though, Nunchuck able to put up 7 points for them, taking them up to 189. Setting up for Jam 18, we have Black and Wild and Zora.
Nice strong tripod here. Having Black and Wild dodge both sides of the track while being forced off the track. Ooh, Lemon drags Black and Wild back. Tries to take a apex jump, is tapped to the infield while Zora out of the pack lead jammer.
Black and Wild doing another one of those air-bending matrix moves to be able to clear the pack. Zora's going to see that, though, and call off the jam before Black and Wild can make it back. Zora able to put up 3 points, though, on that pass, taking Pittsburgh up to 79.
I had a feeling in my bones that Zora was going to break that scoreless streak. T-Puff eyeing up Bugsy off that line, playing a little bit of jammer on jammer action, maybe some jammer on jammer intimidation.
Yeah, Jackson and Todd, though, are no force to be reckoned with. Absolutely bringing T-Puff to a halt.
That's the Undead Tall lineup. You've got Jackson, Tot, Dragon, and then add the addition of the strength of Pivot KY Jelly in there. And that bracing that's happening right now. Oh, T-Pup able to break that brace, gets lead. Bugsy with the speed, flying up, ready to approach the pack for a score for points, but T-Puff calls it off. Sacrifices just only picks up 1 point.
Team timeout, Pittsburgh.
Timeout, Pittsburgh Undead.
Looks like this may be a game clock strategy timeout. Sitting here at the 3:45 mark. Not a whole lot of discussions going on between the bench or the track. We do have the floss going
I was
on
going to
the
say,
Carolina bench.
Coach Chuck doing the floss. Again, if the MVP is based on dancing, Chuck has now entered the chat.
Oh, what if all the dance qualifications are all Fortnite emotes? That would be fun.
What? You've just blown the old lady's mind. She doesn't know what you're talking about. Remember, this is season number 18 for me. I don't know what you young kids are talking
For
about.
all of those Derby veterans, ask your most recent taught class what that means.
Shaggy and Chuck, Numchuck, familiar lineup there. Chuck trying to use speed and distraction to move this pack side to side. Does exactly that, gets that inside line open, picks up lead jam. Ooh, big hit there by Brick House. Sends Shaggy out, and Shaggy's like, "Oh, oh my! I thank you, sir, for that hit."
You know, if we don't do just Fortnite specific, we should do TikTok trends. Pinky, can you do the weenus? Are you familiar with the weenus dance?
Isn't the weenus little part in between your
No,
thumb?
that's your
Oh,
weenus.
your elbow. Okay.
Elbow. But the weenus dance, we'll go over that. That's a game changer reference for those who are familiar with our dropout friends. All right, on the line, we've got Black and Wild and Zora starting a bit back from the jammer line. It looked like we might have some jammer on jammer violence, but none of that. Just straight to the pack.
Oh, again, a nice stoppage there by Lemon. Oh,
Literal Matrix move there out of Black and Wild, able to stay in.
Black and Wild still not sure, but I do believe all parts of Black and Wild were inbounds.
And
You know, you can put that hand down. Um, just can't have the toe stop or the skate go out. And after all those dramatic maneuvers, Black and Wild is your lead jammer.
and he's lead because Zora was sent to the box, so he's also on a power jam. Undead, though, not letting him take advantage of it. We have a tripod out front, joined by a fourth there, just all over Black and Wild. The
Yeah.
Bulls are going to play some offense, though, and that works. Allowed Black and Wild to pass, but he could not have done it without the help from his friends.
And nice running down that clock, getting Zora out of the penalty box. Bit of a star sash there and a little hop. Zora completes her initial pass.
Just a hop. That was a full-on sidestep, like 10 feet down the inside. What great work there from Zora. Black and Wild, though, opts to call it. Did Zora pick up any points, though? No, it doesn't look like she did. Black and Wild puts up 8 points on the board that time, taking them over the 200 mark up to 202.
And we are about under a minute here on the scoreboard. Most likely, this could potentially be our last jam of this game. Whistle starts. We've got T Puff again up against Omrecker.
Oh,
That looks like a knee pad. Unbothered by losing gear, pieces of equipment. T Puff is out of the pack, is your lead jammer.
star pass there to KY Chelly. KY is going to come around and they're going to try to score some points. Oh, big hit there on KY.
I go in your ear? Like something didn't change, blah, blah, blah. Astronaut in the ocean. Guess I could run the hotel and grab my blanket for you. Guess I could run the hotel and grab my blanket for you. Yeah, I'm like, I can find like 15 minutes for my plug in road. Oh, that's good. I'm trying to get us back on schedule. What is camera for a second?
Again, a big thank you to our medics and EMTs here. KY Jelly able to get back up on their feet and return off the track. And it does look like that will be the end of the game. Carolina Wrecking Balls 210, Pittsburgh Roller Derby Undead 82.
Still not working?
Great effort there from both of our teams. Again, a huge defensive game we saw here out on the track. Wrecking Balls are going to take their victory lap along, followed by the Undead. And coming up right after this, we have the Magic
City Misfits.
Misfits up against Chicago.
Chicago.
Chicago just played in our first game, so this is going to be interesting coming back, seeing them with just a game separation. But more Derby action coming to you in just a few minutes. Pinky, you're going to stay with them, but for now, I'll catch you back later.
Thank you, Dis.
I'm a pretty boss, look almost your brain waste. I'm a freak in the sheets, but I got class. I'ma grab an ass if you want it. Best you ever had.